One second, one second. Let me check if we're live. Okay, we are in fact live. Okay. Begin the game. What am I?
Hello?
Hi, Brandon. Yeah, but I was in Rocket League. I scored the goal.
Wait, you actually could, like,
Yeah.
move and stuff? That's
Yeah,
cool.
I was moving the balls and stuff. And I
That's
fell
cool.
into. Oh god. Yeah, and then I fell into the goal.
I
It was
wonder
funny.
what he found. If what he
Oh, how'd you
wanted was
fall
to be
into
the
the
leading
goal?
man in his own story, well,
You know
perhaps
how?
he's
Yeah,
gotten
I
it.
walked
Down in
into the
wherever
goal
he
and
is
fell
right
through it.
now. I wonder if he's happy
Uh,
with his choice. And if he's
Now I'm
knowing the
just in
heavy
abyss.
cost that comes
If
with
you
it.
open the live stream, you'll see.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to
Just
make
sitting
sense
in
out of the
abyss.
chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this
Wait, are you
world.
still there?
Not in
Back,
Rocket League,
there's
but
no
I'm
other
still in the
way.
abyss. Yeah.
Once this ends, after it all
Oh.
comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Someone's in my live stream. Is
The
that
end
you?
will be here soon.
I just got in.
Very soon.
Okay.
I can wait.
Wait, where am I? Where am I? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's so cool. They did a collab with Rocket League.
Rocket Stan.
Oh, come on.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more
I'm back in
careful
the
with
office
time
again
from
for
now on.
15th million time.
Again.
Wait, now it's two people. New content? Ben, should I go in here?
Yes.
Are you in,
Oh,
are you
new
in the live?
content? What does that
No.
mean, new content?
We should go in anyways.
What's back there? Oh, dang it. What's this new content? Where are we going? Oh my. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never. Whoa.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Uh-huh.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Wow.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley
wanna.
Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I refuse.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new
Meow.
Ultra Deluxe content.
Meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, so far it's an
I'm in an
elevator.
elevator. Oh god, I'm scared.
But I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
There we go.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Never
Should
mind.
we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long
go.
last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Hello? Oh.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
I can jump now. I'll say 15, yeah. Is that it? Is that all the content?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Surely
right.
that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Chair, plant. Thank you for enjoying
That's
the new
it?
content.
Oh,
What?
you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens
Boo!
when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's
Find them
my
on
fault,
Twitter,
Stanley.
what?
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay, my game is restarting. Great. That was a good stretch.
Felt good. I can feel it from over here.
Oh wait, I'm back in my office, bro. Come on. Wait,
Kevin
no,
can't
I'm not.
escape his office.
Wait.
Psst.
Right.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
He's
I
in
want
the
to
vent.
show you something.
Should I go in the vent?
Oh.
I'm venting. Oh my god, I'm venting. I'm in the vent. Is it not okay? Coffee nut? What? Okay. Oh. I was venting. $8.27. School's almost over.
Almost.
I'm still in the vents, oh my god, but...
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Wait, is this Elder
Take a
Rings?
look.
No, it's not.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Je suis dans la mémorisation, c'est la pluie de l'eau, et je n'attends.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Can't go down there. Original.
Here's
Where am I
another
going?
moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new
Kevin.
content.
Yeah.
All they had to do was transport it
I'm
in
gonna go on my
pristine
phone for a
condition
bit,
along
so
to
just,
the
like, text me if you
PlayStation.
need me.
Boom, done.
Okay.
And they couldn't even do that.
not
Couldn't
gonna be,
resist
like,
the urge
on.
to go
When do you wanna
meddling
play
with a
the
beloved
roller coaster?
franchise.
I mean the roller game.
These were
This
simpler
game
times,
is where
Stanley.
Actually,
blocks
let's
are
play that right
supposed
What
to
I would
be.
Wait, hold on, someone's texting me. I'm not quite sure. I'm kind of lost. Hold on.
Kevin, I'm gonna play Roller Champions.
Okay. I'll join in like 10 minutes or something. Where do I go? Let me out. Here? Oh, it's open.
Wait, hang on.
But Kevin, is it like
I don't
Rocket
recall
League?
this part of the memory
Kind
zone
of.
before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh,
Honestly,
God.
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue
Nah,
proving to be more
tripping.
irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious
What
work
is
out.
this? What
I
the?
suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I
Brian,
can't even
know
imagine
when
where
to
I'd have the
finish
room
the
to stick
tutorial.
them.
Welcome, fresh meat.
Where am I? Not
Okay,
left
let's see
looking
what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest,
lie,
I had
don't worry.
always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much
Okay,
fluff
this
I
game
cut
is
from
weird.
the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it...
What
well,
the-
I always thought it did. But maybe it
What is
wasn't.
this skate park?
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I
What
feel
the?
Lost.
like a failure.
Fresh meat.
Like I let these people down.
What?
Perhaps the Stanley Parable
What
isn't
the?
quite
Why
as
am I on
sterling
roller
as I always
skates?
remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
Jinx.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Whoa. What the? Oh. What? Just. What is happening? It's just darkness.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
Should I press the button
and it goes something
or wait
like
until
this.
he stops talking?
The story and the choices, or what have you,
and
therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination
cool,
and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Like different.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it.
Wait, the door's gone.
How do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
Bro.
How else would we have
Everything
gotten
I
into
say,
the room
the
in the
narrator
first place?
says
I don't
like-
think one
like
can
right
enter a
after
room
I
without
say
a
it.
door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
That's
A
very sad.
sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these.
Bro, I can already
Ready
imagine
for us
how
to
sweaty
move
people
on
are
and to
at this game.
please step away from the skip.
Yeah.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12 hours?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
The
I've
room
looked
seems
at
like
it from every
not
angle.
even.
I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same?
Okay, I think I completed the tutorial.
Oh, hello. It's you.
Just
You're
practice,
here
just
again.
practice for a
Welcome.
little bit.
I have had time to think about you and about
I
us.
didn't know it was rollerblading.
Where's the narrator? Narrator? Narrator. I didn't mean it. Where'd you go? What the? That fire alarm? Skip. Skip.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First,
Where am I going? The clock fell down. No. The clock died at 12:11 something. I don't know.
the end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
He
is
is
never
going
the
mentally
end, is
insane.
never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never.
Is that water coming down? What is happening? Sunlight. Whoa! So beautiful. Not beautiful. Not skip, skip, skip. Not beautiful. Skip, skip. Scary, scary, scary. Skip, skip. Are those dinosaurs out there? Nope, I'm good. The button fell. Oh yeah, I'm free. Oh god, it's so bright. Oh my god. Where am I? I'm very lost. I'm in a desert right now.
What desert?
Yeah, I'm not very sure. Oh, black screen.
Kevin, this game requires like so much work.
What?
Game requires so much teamwork, I can already tell.
Yeah, what are you doing right now?
I'm gonna play one round, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna close this game in like 5 seconds after I get a checkpoint. Which I just did. Okay,
So,
close
have
game.
you done a tutorial?
And I'm back in the office. You know, yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Okay. Goodbye, stream. I'll see you tomorrow or someday. Don't know.
Have you ever played?
I don't
Kevin,
have
have you played?
a fishing schedule. Goodbye, guys.